Hey friends, today we're going to take a look at Queen Charge Lavaloon. This is an attack strategy that can 3-star every single Town Hall 11 base ever made. If you want to improve your Queen Charge Lavaloon skills at Town Hall 11 and start 3-starring more bases, you found the right video, guys. We're going to start out by drawing out the plan, and then we're going to watch the attack go down. So first things first, he's going to be starting over here. He's going to use the king to funnel these buildings gone, and a baby dragon with a couple loons to funnel these buildings gone. Really just leaving these 4 buildings. That is okay. Plan is to have wall wrecker enter the base right in here, open up these walls, and then of course the queen is going to be coming in with that wall wrecker. Now once she gets in here, you've got some options. If the wall wrecker busts open this wall, fantastic. You can play your jump little further in here, opening up access to the Inferno, and more importantly, to the Archer Queen. And also, look at the sweepers that it's going to be taking out. Of course, the Eagles at the same time, so we're getting some massive value from this charge. But what's actually going to happen, the wall wrecker is going to get this wall down too, so then he's able to just play this jump a little deeper into the base, grab some more value. Now, basically what we've done is taken out this entire chunk of the base right here, and sweepers too. All right, sweepers have gone down as well. So first sweeper that comes down, like say this top sweeper right here goes down, that's facing this way up here, then you're going to start Lavaloon just in a counterclockwise circular Lavaloon coming around this side of the base. That is the plan. Let's see how it pans out. Here we go. Octagram coming in on this one. You know, the plan never quite goes as you expect it to. You can see he dropped his king, probably a little bit different spot than what he would have liked to have dropped his king. And so king is actually going to go up. That can be a scary thing because he can end up stealing your healers. Now he sees the mortar still up over here, so he gets a couple loons on it, gets it down to get that funnel cut in. But because that king's in there, he's delaying those healers. He doesn't want the healers to go straight to the king. That's going to suck them in closer to defenses. They're going to end up dying. Wants the healers to go to the queen for that queen charge. So delays them long enough. Gets a Coco Loon in there, trying to see if there's any Seeking Air Mines. Unfortunately, it goes the wrong way, so the healers do eat the Seeking Air Mine. But he does manage to get the healers onto the queen, not onto the king. Poison down on that enemy CC Dragon. Queen is getting a little distracted. I don't think he knew all those Teslas were out there, but she's going to refocus and head right in there exactly where he needs her to go. She needs to get that eagle. She needs to kill that dragon. She needs to keep moving deeper into that base to get that enemy queen taken care of. And sweepers are huge. But of course, on any Queen Charge Lavaloon, you gotta take care of the enemy CC. You have to take care of that enemy queen. And then you gotta take out some other big value, creating some pathing. And he's got some monster value here. Eagle artillery, sweepers, many wizard towers. And just like that, hold on, look, so the sweeper's gone from up there, and therefore he's starting his Lavaloon from up there. Queen hasn't taken out the enemy queen yet, but he knows that she's going to be taking out that queen very quickly. Nice little flex freeze there. Gets it down on the enemy queen. That way he doesn't have to burn another rage on his queen to get through it. He does still have an ability. I expect to see him popping that to get through that enemy barbarian king. And look at him holding on to this Grand Warden ability for the very end. Because if the queen does not path that way, he is going to have to end on a multi-target Inferno. Anytime you got to end on a multi-target Inferno or a couple wizard towers, want to make sure you have either heal to heal up the loons, a freeze to freeze that splash damage, or of course a Grand Warden ability. And there it goes right there, keeping those loons absolutely invincible while they're on their way into that multi-target Inferno damage. But guys, this base is wrecked. So didn't go perfectly to plan, but the plan was strong enough, and his fundamentals are good enough to recover. He used a couple more loons, get down the mortar, make sure he had that funnel. He delayed those healers to make sure they stuck to the queen. At the end of the day, even though it didn't go perfect, he still brought the triple on a very strong plan. Now here we've got the same attack strategy, but a different way of pulling it off. Look at his composition. He's got 8 wall breakers and a jump spell, and then he's going to use that stone slammer on the backside. So let's check out this plan right here. This is a beautiful one right here. First of all, King's job is to funnel all this. Baby Dragon's job to funnel all this stuff. So Queen, she's going to be coming right in here. Those 8 wall breakers, with the help of a rage spell back here, are going to be getting a double layer wall break. Oh my gosh, my drawing skills suck. So the Queen's going to end up all the way up in here, with a jump spell placed right here is going to ensure that the Queen charges right in, deals with that enemy CC. Let's check the range. And also is going to have access with that jump spell into the Eagle Artillery, into this other multi, into that enemy Queen, really cutting out a big chunk of the base, leaving for a nice, once again, going to be a circular LALO with manageable size path that just goes all the way around this base, counterclockwise. Let's check out how it ends up playing out. Here we go. This one actually goes pretty much entirely to plan. This was beautiful, beautiful plan by Onzigram, and a really beautiful execution as well. King is going to go down the right side. He's going to funnel the things that he's supposed to funnel. Queen is already getting some early work in. He delayed those healers because the King was taking damage when the Queen was not. If the King's taking damage and the Queen is not taking any damage, those healers very well might just zoom right over to the King, and that will kill a Queen charge attack every time. Notice how those wall breakers are raged up. They're going through the rage. Very important, because they ran through a small bomb and they're trying to break right on a wizard tower. But when they're raged up, they're too fast to be killed by the small bomb, too fast to be killed by the wizard tower. So having that rage spell for the Queen was essential, not only for the Queen, but for that double wall break. Pretty well ensures that you're going to get the wall break when you run them through a rage spell like that. Just speeds them up and has them do a ton of extra damage to those walls, so that even only if 1 or 2 survive, you're going to get that break anyways. Now look at that jump spell right here. Once that Expo goes down, she's got nowhere to go. That King cleared everything over here, jumping right in. Nice early rage on his Queen. Not quite early enough, though. He did end up having to pop that ability. So I guess something didn't go 100% to plan on this, but honestly, that was the only thing I could find. Eagle shots already going off onto the healers, but the healers can weather 1 round of eagle shots without dying. If they hit another round, they would definitely go down. Lalo's already starting up from the upper right hand side there, coming in there counterclockwise. Several hounds with loons. Also that stone slammer coming in full of max loons as well, and that can be so powerful. I mean, let's face it, the stone slammer is powerful everywhere that you use it. Coming entry on a base, sure, but on the backside of a base, man, that thing can do a ton of damage. Look how many loons he's got left right now, you guys. He's still got a hound unpopped, probably got about 13 loons still on the board. Queen's still going strong. Gonna be swagging a free spell on this. Oh my gosh, there's a troll Tesla all the way at the bottom. Look at all those loons. Had to go all the way down there. Man, smashed this base though. Beautiful, beautiful plan. Next attack is another different approach on the same basic attack strategy, guys. Check this out. He's got 4 Quakes in that composition. This has been a very popular attack strategy, doing Queen charges with this. Here's basic plan. Baby Dragon is going to do some funneling right there. Queen's going to start right here. She's going to head in here, walk down this way. King is going to take care of the other funneling right out here, trying to take out that stuff. Maybe a wizard out here, take care of these buildings as well, because really he wants to bust open this whole thing right here with an earthquake. Just open that up, giving that Queen tons of access in there. From there on her way, she's going to take out this stuff, and then once she gets in there, she's going to be able to take out all of this chunk of the base. And then if we look at which way the sweepers are pointing, he's going to try to come in kind of from the right hand side, but he does have a freeze spell. He plans on getting a freeze spell down onto that sweeper. That way he has a little bit easier time working this circular LALO around this side of the base. Now, since he's using Quakes to get in, if you're using spells, if you're using wall breakers, that means you don't have to use that siege machine, and you still have it on the back side of the base, which, as we saw in the last attack, can be incredibly powerful with Lavaloon. Here we go. I want you to take a notice of where he places his Queen right here. Yes, look at this loon. This is like the worst luck ever. The loon trips a Seeking Air Mine and then dies before it can eat it. So that because of that loon, that Seeking Air Mine is going to go all the way out and find the baby dragon before it has a chance to funnel much of anything. But check out this queen location right here. Why didn't he start his queen right here instead? Because if he would have done that, she would have grabbed these buildings. She might have grabbed these ones, but she would have kind of kept working her way over here. Probably would have left this inner layer of buildings, really screwing up her funnel later on, so that once she stepped up, she might decide to walk back around this way, if that makes any sense at all. But queen starting location, very important. He kept her further over to that side. That way she would tuck in closer to that wall before walking down. Very, very nicely done by Jokogram on this one. And gonna be running into some Teslas on the way. Look at his nerves of steel here. Knows if he can take out that one cannon and only have 1 point defense on his queen, he's not gonna lose too much HP that he can't get back. But she immediately runs into another Tesla. He does get a rage down there early because she's low, and she was getting ready to step into that Expo range right there. That was perfect timing on that rage spell. Here comes the 4 Quakes, opening up a monster chunk of this base. Queen is going to be stuck on that Hound for a little bit. He's going to delay that poison until that Hound's down close to about half health. That way that poison is still in effect when those pups come out, and that poison's going to be able to kill about half of those pups, really cutting down on the amount of time you need for the queen charge. And time is always tight on queen charges. But guys, even though we're using these different entries, jumps, wall breakers, quakes, the objectives are still the same. You gotta address that enemy CC. You have to kill that enemy queen. You have to create pathing for your Lavaloon, and hopefully grabbing some high value stuff on the way. High value stuff for a Lavaloon is going to be sweepers, multi-target infernos, eagle artilleries, wizard towers. Those sorts of things are all very high value for Lavaloon, but getting that pathing can be some of the best value of all. Look at that freeze spell while he sneaks loons into that sweeper on the backside. They're just out of the range of that sweeper. Down it goes. That sweeper's no longer going to be able to hassle his loons, making the rest of this circular Lavaloon much, much easier. Nice warden ability. Noticed a lot of those loons were getting pretty low health in there. And queen ability is going to be able to come in and take out that multi. That was huge. That multi can bust through those loons, especially the ones that aren't that max Town Hall 12 level. They can bust through those loons frighteningly fast. They do a lot more damage than they used to. Beautiful hit by Jokogram. And guys, like I said, this is an attack strategy. You can come in from many different angles of the base with many different army compositions, and no matter the base, there is a way to 3-star with Queen Charge Lavaloon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Friends, I finally have some merch available, just like the shirt I'm wearing right now. You can find the store down in the description of this video. At the very top, you're gonna find that link. I got these kind of shirts in like every color you could possibly imagine. Ton of other stuff. Go check it out. Now, I gotta tell you, I appreciate every single one of my viewers, but you who hang in until the very end of the video, you are my favorite. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, click right above my head and subscribe right there. And guys, check out the 2 awesome videos right on either side of me. Click on one of those and we can keep hanging out. I'll see you next time.